What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 80, and we back with another motherfucking video. I told y'all we coming back to back to back to back to back. But now make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with your homeboys, your homegirls, your dog, your cat, they homeboys, they homegirls, all them people. You feel me? But we got some crazy shit that I just seen. So you better see what's going on, man. Make sure y'all got y'all snacks, food, drink, smoke, whatever y'all need. But let's just tune in.
Four Metro Atlanta gang members indicted on charges of murder and racketeering are now under arrest. Prosecutors in Bibb County accuse these men of being members of the Gangster Disciples. The suspects are believed to be involved in the murder of two people, Derek Ruff and Joshua Jackson. The Athens men were found shot to death inside a storage unit in Lawrenceville.
Damn, inside a storage unit.
Because the gang thought they were cooperating with law enforcement.
The street life is treacherous. Not only do you have to watch out for your enemies and the police, well, based on this video, you also have to watch out for your own crew. In this video, we'll be breaking down a crazy story of three gangster disciples committing a murder, then gunning down two of their own people in order to prevent them from snitching. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Due to the rise of drill music in Chicago, the Gangster Disciples have a big reputation in the mainstream media. The Gangster Disciples, or GDs for short, have been around for decades. The GDs were formed on the south side of Chicago in the late 1960s by two men named Larry Hoover and David Barksdale. Even though the GDs originated in Chicago, similar to the Bloods and Crips, they would begin to expand to other cities and states. They traveled to places like New York, where they would commonly wear black flags, and they would migrate down to Georgia as well. With that, we get to today's story. On August 17, 2023, a federal jury in Macon, Georgia, convicted three members of the Gangster Disciples in connection with the murder of three people, as well as various other offenses including drug trafficking, obstruction of justice, and firearm charges. According to court documents and evidence presented at trial, Philmon Chambers, Andrea Browner, and Leslie Green were responsible for three gang-related murders triggered by the murder of a Gangster Disciple member. Philmon was the leader of a subset of
what the hell he got on his head?
his branch of the GDs called the Enforcement Team.
Okay, I see. I understand. That's he was the commander. That's why he had that shit on his head.
Leader of a subset of his branch of the GDs called the Enforcement Team. The Enforcement Team was responsible for carrying out all of the violent acts for the gang. Andrea was the leader of a female subset of the GDs called the Sisters of Struggle.
Wait, so this was a homeboy, right? This was a nigga that they killed.
This whole story starts with the death of a Gangster Disciple member named Walter Brown. On December 10th, 2018, Walter was shot multiple times with different guns during a drug-related dispute at the Oak Hill Apartments. The police received a 911 call at 8:40 p.m. about someone being shot at the apartment complex between 4th Street and Old Hull Road. The first officer to arrive on the scene found Walter on the ground, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. The officer rendered first aid until a national EMS ambulance crew arrived to transport Walter to a local hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 31 years old.
Soon as he got there, he was pronounced dead. Man, that shit fucked up. At 31. At 31, bro, come on, man. It's time to get that shit up, bro. I mean, I understand, but it's time to move on and elevate to different types of things, bro.
After an investigation by detectives, authorities arrested three men named Ralph Bess, Maurice Lawrence, and Devontae Brown.
Yeah, these all look like straight savages, especially the nigga with the shits in his head.
All three were subsequently indicted for malice and felony murder.
Nigga in the middle look up.
3 days before they were to go on trial, all three defendants agreed to plea bargains with the district attorney's office, so the murder charges that they were facing were dismissed. Ultimately, Brown pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime and was sentenced to 17 years in prison and 3 years on probation. Lawrence pled guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and was sentenced to 5 years in prison and 20 years of probation. Best pled
Damn,
guilty to
20 years of
aggravated assault
probation.
with
You
a
can't
deadly
do
weapon
shit.
and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime
Better
and
than
was
being
sentenced
locked
to
up,
3
though.
years in confinement to be suspended after successful completion of 6 to 9 months in a detention center, followed by 10 years of probation.
Damn.
Just 4 days after the death of Walter Brown, the GDs would get their retaliation. A man named Rodriguez Rucker had been communicating with Andrea, and she was allegedly a prostitute. Andrea and Rodriguez.
Oh, see, he ain't mentioned that in the beginning. So they had the enforcers, then they had the hoes that's on the blade. You feel me? They had the blade bitches. Okay. See, he ain't never say nothing about her being on the
to
blade.
meet on December 14th, 2018 at Days Inn. Andrea told him in a text message that it would be $80 for a quick visit.
Oh, or maybe she really wasn't on the blade and she just setting this nigga up because he was the nigga that killed the other nigga, right?
She instructed Rodriguez to go to the North Finley Street Motel and she would tell him what room she was in when he arrived.
That's what he get for trying to buy some pussy.
During the meetup, Andrea learned that Rodriguez was related to one of the individuals she believed killed Walter Brown. Andrea then texted Filmon and he came to the motel. Rodriguez was driven home in a Lyft and Filmon followed him in a black pickup truck. Once there, Filmon shot and killed Rodriguez. Witnesses would later tell detectives that they saw the driver of a black pickup truck shoot Rodriguez. When reviewing video from downtown,
at least he ain't shoot the nigga at the motherfucking pickup spot, like, you feel me? But I don't know how they did it, but at least he ain't shoot him at the motel so everything could lead back up the
surveillance cameras. Investigators noticed that the same pickup truck had followed the Lyft vehicle that was driving Rodriguez from
the whole time. He ain't even, like, how you, come on, bro, like, y'all gotta be on point, bro. Like, you in the Lyft, bro, you gotta be looking around. You just met up with Shorty and them. You know that your homeboy just killed one of their people. Met up with Shorty and them, nigga. Like, you ain't got pipe on you? I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I'm in that Uber Lyft and there's somebody following us, bro, yo, I'm sorry, Uber Lyft, but listen, I'm trying to protect both of us at this point. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to protect me and you. Not just me and you, so you gotta let me do what I do.
Days in.
It ain't nothing, you feel me? It ain't nothing against you. I'm trying to make sure everything.
Towards his home in East Athens. The truck was also videoed by surveillance.
That means niggas was really following him all the way to his house. And he ain't did nothing, like, he ain't tell the Lyft like that. Spin this block again real quick. Let me see if these people following us or these people, like, what?
Cameras in the vicinity of the shooting. Detectives subsequently determined that Filmon owned a black Chevrolet pickup truck and were able to confirm that it was the one driven by.
He spent out his own car. That's what No, that's a no-go. Why is you spending out a car that you own, my nigga? Why is you spending out a car that you own, man? Go get you a hot car or something, bro.
Following the murder, Andrea and Filmon fled from Georgia to Texas. The police tracked their movement via their phone signals, and they were able to arrest Andrea
And they still got the same phones, bruh. How y'all know y'all just caught a body and y'all still on the same phone, bro? Get rid of that shit, bro. It's time to start over.
Very next day in Texas on December 15th of 2018. Filmon was able to elude police and stay on the run. While on the run, he would become paranoid and would turn on members of his own crew out of fear that they would give him up to police.
Wait, hold on. So Filmon then killed the people.
December 15th of 2018. Filmon was able to elude police and stay on the run. Okay. While on the run, he would become paranoid and would turn on members of his own crew out of fear that they would give him up to police.
Damn. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta ride with niggas that you don't gotta question no loyalty about, my nigga. Like, this nigga got the blinking at his own people. Hum. He got the blinking at his own people just because he thought they were gonna snitch? Was they really giving them type vibes, like them type snitch vibes for real? Like, that you had to really start killing niggas? Did the other shorty get locked up? Like, did she get caught?
Black Chevrolet pickup truck, and were able to confirm that it was the one driven by the shooter. Following the murder, Andrea and Filmon fled from Georgia to Texas.
Right?
The police tracked their movement via their phone signals, and they were able to arrest Andrea the very next day in Texas on December.
They got her the next day they went to Texas? The exact... Come on, bro. Why didn't you get rid of the phone?
December 15th of 2018. Filmon was able to elude police and stay on the run. While on the run, he would become paranoid and would turn on members of his own crew out of fear that they would give him up to police. After Andrea's arrest, Filmon began to believe that people around him were cooperating with the police, who would focus his suspicions on two of his fellow gangster
little head ass nigga. Little head ass what?
Disciples named Derek Ruff and Joshua Jackson. Filmon concluded that Derek and Joshua were snitches. Ruff
boy look like a poodle in the face.
And Joshua Jackson. Filmon concluded that Derek and Joshua were snitches and directed a member of the enforcement team named Leslie Green to kill both of them.
Wipe them out.
Leslie would carry out his task with the assistance of two men named Robert Carlisle and Shabazz Guidry. Text messages and
why the fuck they all look the same? What the fuck?
To kill both of them. Leslie would carry out his task with the assistance of two men named Robert Carlisle and Shabazz Guidry. Text messages and intercepted phone calls between Filmon, Leslie, Robert, and Shabazz revealed that Derek and Joshua were lured by Leslie to drive from Athens to Lawrenceville to break into storage sheds and steal items to send to Filmon as aid and resistance as he was hiding out from law enforcement in a Gangster Disciple safe house in Keelan, Texas. The ruse worked as Derek and Joshua were able to be successfully lured. The two were shot and killed inside of a storage unit.
God damn, bro. Come on, bro. These phones gonna fuck them up every time. These phones gonna fuck them up every single time, bro. Every time the phone gonna fuck
on December 19th, 2018. Their bodies were concealed in the storage unit until March 17th, 2019, when police, with the assistance of cadaver-sniffing dogs, located them. Their bodies were killed and worked as Derek and Joshua were able to be successfully lured. The two were shot and killed inside of a storage unit on December 19th.
December? So them niggas was found 3 months later? What? They had the dead bodies rotting in the storage unit for 3 months? That's crazy. And no smell, no...
2018. Their bodies were concealed in the storage unit until March 17th, 2019, when police, with the assistance of cadaver-sniffing dogs, located them. According to court warrants, Leslie and Robert talked about cleaning up the bodies after the murders on the phone while police were wiretapping their calls. Police said Leslie spoke with several people about the incident and was trying to figure out how officers were able to identify him and his vehicle. Police said Robert also talked about the murders on the phone and talks about how to get rid of the bodies.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, niggas, them phones, bro. You just killed the nigga. You got another nigga on the run. Like, come on, bro. You know the gang hot right now. You know the gang hot right now. You going like this. Yo, bro, we need to do this. What?
He called the bodies spoiled milk, and he said he needed to contact the janitor to clean it up. Additional messages between them show that
I don't know why niggas trying to act like the gang unit and all them niggas don't know codes. Like, come on, bro, that shit over with. Don't speak in no codes, bro. It's over with. You might as well just say the whole thing, bro. If you gonna say it on the phone, you might as well just say it blatant and what it is, what it ain't.
They conspired to dispose of the victims' bodies, which included potentially burning the bodies or dumping the bodies in a landfill. Law enforcement recovered the bodies and made arrests before these plans could be carried out. Ultimately, Filmon...
They waited too long, bro. Them bodies were sitting in there for three motherfucking months, bro.
Andrea, Robert, Leslie, and Shabazz would be hit with RICO charges. Filmon, Andrea, and Leslie were found guilty on their charges and are facing life in prison. Robert and Shabazz pled guilty to their charges, but they are still facing life in prison. Man, this story just shows officers are able to identify him and his vehicle. Police said Robert also talked about the murders on the phone and talks about how to get rid of the bodies. He called the bodies spoiled milk, and he said he needed to contact the janitor to clean it up. Additional messages between them show that they conspired to dispose of the victims' bodies, which included potentially burning the bodies or dumping the bodies in a landfill. Law enforcement recovered the bodies and made arrests before these plans could be carried out. Ultimately, Philmon, Andrea, Robert, Leslie, and Shabazz would be hit with RICO charges. Philmon, Andrea, and Leslie were found guilty on their charges and are facing life in prison.
But my boy Philmon was gone for a minute, huh? He had been gone for a long ass time. He allowed them niggas to kill them niggas. 3 months went past, body get found, all of them get hit with this shit, bro. This shit crazy. Andrea already been got hit when she tried to go to Texas, her crazy ass texting and shit.
Robert
These niggas got caught up, they crazy ass calling and texting and shit.
and Shabazz pled guilty to their charges, but they are still facing life in prison. Man, this story just shows you that
crazy. The story just show you, man, don't do stupid, dumb shit, bro. Like, you gonna be a real criminal, learn how to be a real fucking criminal. That's what
there's no love or trust in the streets.
Like this shit is it's just crazy, bro. It's really just crazy. But like, why y'all doing all that? Listen, bro. Don't take your phone out there, bro. Why are you doing all that on your phone? You know the phone is the easiest thing to get tapped, the easiest thing to get found, the easiest thing for everything. Come on, bro. Man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, bro. Share this video with everybody like I said in the beginning of the video. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. No cap.